morning, we're going to start off with some vocab and some basic words that we're going to be using in this next unit or two. So the first one is, this thing right here is called a term. T-E-R-M. And it consists of several parts. It can have a coefficient. That's the big number out front. It can have a variable. And it can have more than one variable. Could be X, Y, A, any letter we want. And then it can have an exponent. And in between here, inside there, that's multiply. We don't write it out as a multiply sign, but this is really 3 times 4x, x to the 4th. So we might not see all these parts. It might just be x to the 4th, which means the coefficient is 1. It might just be 3x, which means the coefficient is 1. But we don't ever have any pluses. A term is just one of these guys. And then we can tell several things by this. The degree of the term, or the polynomial, is always the biggest exponent. If the degree is 1, we call that a linear. If the degree is 2, we call that a quadratic. If the degree is 3, we call that a cubic. If there are one term, like this one, that's a monomial. Mon meaning 1. Bi, like bicycle, meaning 2, would have 2 terms. Tri, like tricycle, would be 3 terms. And polynomial means any number of terms. That's our big one, that it could include all of these plus any number of terms. So let's use these words to answer a couple here. So this one, to find the degree, it's the biggest exponent. So I look through here for my biggest exponent. It's this one. So the degree of this one is 6. So on my degrees, it's not any of these special names. So it doesn't. This one doesn't have a special name for it. The number of terms, well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting the things between the pluses or minus. There's 5. And again, that one doesn't have a special name. It's not 1, 2, or 3. So it's just a polynomial. This next one, the degree is the biggest exponent. What's the biggest one we see? I see a 3. So this one is a cubic. How many terms? 1, 2, 3. So this one is a trinomial. This one, where's the biggest degree? The biggest exponent is this one, is 2. So this one is the biggest degree is 2, so this is a quadratic. And how many terms does it have? 1, 2, 3. So this is a trinomial. And then this one, what degree is it? If there's nothing written up there, it's a 1. So it's a degree 1. So that's a linear. And how many terms do we see here? We just see one term there. So that's a monomial. You'll be doing an IXL that uses these terms.